Om Namo Narayana. Respected friends, welcome you all. Receive my gratitude, salutations, and also congratulations that at last, don't know since when we are trying, but in this life we have come at the feet of the Gurus as well as for the studying of our Moksha Shastras. Now let us not go away from this path, this effort of Nirantara Shastra Shravana Adhyena Manana Chintana, which is the only way for making subtle and expanding our buddhi to understand the tattva, to understand the jivana lakshya, to understand the marga sadhana and to move ahead. Yes, think about it. What else can be the support? All other supports are themselves are baseless, supportless, unstable. How can they support us? Only the Tattva Jnana understood through the Shastras is our support. Therefore, Shastra, Shravana, Adhyana becomes the most important thing for us. Yoga Vasishta, Maha Ramayanam, we are studying in the Utpatthi Prakaranam, Vaashishthaji teaching Rama, Leelopakhyanam we are in. In that, till yesterday, we saw the Anekaloka Varnanam as well as the Sapta Dvipa, Sapta Samudra Yukta Medini, Bhuloka Varnanam. Today, we will see the 26th Sarga, which we chanted yesterday. In that, the 3 to 4 topics are first, Saraswati Mata and Leela go to that Giri Grama, that Brahmana Gruha. 2, Leela already in that Divya Siddha Sthiti, she and Narayana Saraswati appear in a most divine form, uh, able to be seen by the people there. Then the entire situation there of that house is explained, full of dukkha in 10-15 slokas. Post that Brahmana, Brahmani, Mrityu. Then the eldest of the son, Jeshta Sharma, does Swagata to them, Namaskara to them. They think these to be the Vanadevatas came to bless them. Maybe they might have some other Vanadevatas must have come earlier. It is their faith belief. Then they ask, why are you miserable? Then again in 10-15 slokas, Jeshta Sharma explains the dukkha because of the bereavement of his parents. It is such a painful thing to listen because exactly that is what we go through. Then he asks, please bless us, give us that dukkha tarunopaya, free us from that misery. Leela, who is already now Siddha Purusha, Siddha Sthiti, she just touches that Jeshta Sharma. That's it. All his dukkha goes away. Even all of others, she looks at them. By the looks only, all their dukkha goes away. Great. This is how, out of 65 slokas in this sarga, up to 45-48 sloka story. In the last 15 slokas, Sri Rama asks question, why didn't Leela reveal her original form to her son and say, मैं तुम्हारा पुत्र माता हूँ, you are my son? Good question. Then the answer to that is the important topic or the purpose for which all this is developed, the Katha aspect. That the Leela has realized herself and everything to be the Chidakasha. Then how can she be in the delusion that she is the Deha or Jiva. Only then she can have Jyeshta Sharma as her son relation. She herself, when realized Chidakasha, there is no possibility of relations and relativity. That's why she did not reveal, and she's so great. Her sparsha was enough that even Jyeshta Sharma also got the knowledge and freed from the dukkha. Thereafter, in the subsequent sargas, some more descriptions will continue. Our next few more, five more sargas will be this Leela Upakhyana continuing. Then Rama Vasishtha Samvada continues. Another Upakhyana will come. Through that also, some more knowledge about the reality of the reality is revealed. Then the Mithya Jagat out of Maya and all its wonders are also explained. They are wonders, but if we value them, it is our blunder that we get bound in that. So you are getting, what's Vedanta, an idea with the help of so many classes heard, Shastras heard. What is Tattva Jnana, Vedanta Jnana, Shruti Jnana, Upanishad Jnana, Rishi Prokta Jnana, Tattva Jnana, Atma Jnana, what is Moksha Anubhuti, Moksha Jnana. A little idea to the intellect definitely must be coming to all of us. With a minimum effort which we have done a few years. Continue it for lives together, then all ignorance will go away, all knowledge will come to us. Knowledge will come, dispels the ignorance. That's how we have to be stable by our choice, prayers, and efforts on this path of reality, path of the truth. Even after coming on to this path of reality, every step there is chance for again our getting deluded by giving importance to something else as the goal and means. उससे बचने के लिए ही हर दिन तत्व को सुनना ही है, तत्व ही लक्ष्य है, इसको दोहराना है, उसको तिहराना है. You understood why we are taking up Subha, Dopar, Sham Shastras? We are not taking up, mind you, the Ishvara Guru Krupa. We prayed to them, we surrendered to them. We might have asked like Arjuna Adi, Yat Sreya Syat Nishchitam, Ruhi, Kisme Shrey hai Bhagwan, wo हमें बताओ दिखाओ. We also might have गिड़गिड़ाते हुए asked. That's why Shreyas is only in Tattva Jnana gained through Shastra. That's why Bhagavan is giving us this blessing of studying Shastras every day. We are not as great as Arjuna and Nachiketa, etc., that with one Upanishad in one day or 1 week's class, everything is understood, realized. We are like ourselves only who need long education. Therefore, the process is going on, going on. Even for Arjuna also, he heard Gita, but immediately he did not realize. He took his own time, finishing the Yuddha, winning the war, living in that kingdom, enjoying it for 20, 30 years. In the meantime, he must be doing that Manana Chintana. The only later part in his life, towards the end, that this Jnana has given him moksha. Means he has utilized that Jnana, Gita Jnana. Right? Only in cases like Parikshit, that as Shukadev was teaching, so he was grasping because he gave up everything. Prayopavesh. Arjuna did not do Prayopavesh. He had to win the war and so many things. Sankalpa, like Leela. She had the Sankalpa to see the GRAMA. That's why all these Loka she is going. Otherwise, if she had not had that Sankalpa, already with the Jnanam given by Mother Saraswati, she realized Chidakasha. No need to do all this. Right? Now, let us see today this Siddha Darshana Kathanam named 26th Sarga. Siddha Darshana Kathanam. Two meanings are these two are now Siddha Purushas, they gave darshana to them. That is one meaning. Second is Leela is a Siddha Purusha. Her darshana, how she visualizes all the world, like she has seen her own family members, son, relatives only, who belonged to her earlier life when she was Brahmani, Brahmana Patri. But she is now Siddha. What is her darshana now? New vision developed, having realized the Brahman, that everything is Brahman only. In that everything is Kalpita, that is not real. Therefore, when I got this knowledge, how can I live in a relative life and delude them? She did not. That's how Siddhas don't delude the people with the world and worldliness anymore. They stick only to the truth reality. They won't talk anything else if they people come to listen or not. Some of the Siddha Purushas, to lift the people, slowly from their level, they start explaining, describing, and lifting them. Okay, but they won't miss even in one class also the reality. They very openly explain also ultimate goal is reality, yet I am talking to this karma yogas, upasanas as preparations, not goals. Like Krishna. In the beginning only he revealed Tattva Jnana. Then throughout he will tell Karma Yoga, Bhakti Yoga as means for that firstly told Tattvajnana, isn't it? This is the Siddha Darshanam. We can understand that will be explained in this Sarga. That's why Siddha Darshana HETHUKATHANAM is the name of this 26th Sarga, which we chanted yesterday. Let us study it and see. The story also let us go through. And it is like a cinema. All the Navarasas are there. Here also we can see the Dukkha Rasa and all of that. ॐ ॐ ॐ ॐ सहनाववतु सहनौ भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहैः ॐ शान्तिः 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 ॐ नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या सम्प्रदायकर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः ॐ यैरिमे गुरुभिः पूर्वं पदवाक्यप्रमाणतः व्याख्याताः सर्व वेदान्ताः सच्चास्त्राः तान् नित्यं प्रणतोऽस्म्यहम् ॐ श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनामवरानने ॐ ब्रह्मानन्दं परमसुखदं केवलं ज्ञानमूर्तिं द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तन्नमामि परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोगधर्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे श्री वशिष्ठ विश्वामित्र वाल्मीकि वेदव्यास वामदेव नारदादि योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणादि शास्त्राणाम् आचार्येभ्यो नमः संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेन अस्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्षकैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रुति स्मृति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवत् शिवकृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनरवाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च अस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हिंदव संस्कृतेः धर्ममोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठा अवाप्त्यर्थम् अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयार्थं तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति मोक्ष प्रकरण ग्रंथस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्नं मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे। ओम अथ मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः। ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ति तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः। ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शन दृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्मात् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः। स्फुरन्ति सीकरा यस्मात् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः। दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः। सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुखकरं पूर्णं परं पावन सुखघनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनादिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं। ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ ससदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते। तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे। विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं। तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नताः स्मः। पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये। ओम श्री राम जय राम 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 जय जय राम जय राम। ओम श्री राम शरणं मम श्री रामायण शरणं मम श्री वशिष्ठ शरणं मम श्री विश्वामित्र शरणं मम श्री वाल्मीकि शरणं मम श्री वामदेव शरणं मम श्री व्यास शरणं मम श्री नारद शरणं मम श्री सरस्वती शरणं मम श्री सद्गुरु शरणं मम श्री राम शरणं मम श्री राम शरणं मम। ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः। वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः। योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण शास्त्रं तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणं लीलोपाख्याने सिद्धदर्शन हेतु कथनं नाम षड्विंशः सर्गः। श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच। Yesterday we have done the chanting. We will be seeing the shlokas and the meaning. Shri Vasishtha Uvacha. Vasishtha ji is saying in the 26th Sarga, Siddha Darshana Hetu Kathanam. Kathanam means explanation. Siddha Darshana Hetu means what darshana the Siddhas have and what is the Hetu for that. You know, Siddhas have the darshan of everything is Brahman. Hetu kya hai? Because they realize the substratum. One substratum only is there without second. On that, as we are seeing nowadays in the Mandukya Upanishad and other Upanishads, both Grahaka and Grahya, all of them are Abhasa only because of the Maya Spandana, the Maya which is the inseparable Shakti of the Adhisthana Brahma. So that's how Siddha Darshana Hetu, Siddha Darshana Hetu Kathanam is the name of this Sarga. Every Sarga has the name suggests the theme. In this, Siddha Darshana Hetu will be last 20 shlokas. Before that, the 40 shlokas are the Leela Saraswati in that Giri Grama, in that Gruha, that topic, which we gave you an introduction. We are going to see it anyway. Start. Shri Vasishtha Uvacha, first shloka says, Idite Varavarninyau Tato Brahmanda Mandalat Nirgatyanyadanuprapte Yatra Tad Brahmanaspadam. See, iti, in this way, they, those two, Varavarninyau, most divine formed. Vara means Shrestha. Varnin means whose Varna, whose Rupa is there. Varavarninyau, Tataha Brahmanda Mandalat Nirgatya, having exited from that the Brahmanda Mandala, in that the Bhuloka, all that Varnana we saw, having slowly come out of that, Nirgatya Anyat Anuprapte, Prapta Prapte, dual case, they reach to the other place. Which place? Yatra Tat Brahmana Aspadam. Aspadam is house, place of stay. So Yatra Tat Brahmana Aspadam, that Brahmana's residence they reached, house they reached. Now the whole thing you remember, huh? I will not repeat every time. That Brahmana and Brahmani, the Brahmana had in his Kalpana, having seen that Raja and all of that, that maybe Raja Banu. Because of his Sankalpa Bala, he became Raja and the wife followed him. Therefore, she had to become the queen. And in that new birth, the Raja died, the body is kept there. Now, this Leela, with her prayer, invoked Mother Saraswati, Samvada between them and the showing of the lokas, that's going on. In that Samvada, last 4 5 sargas exhaustively, Brahma Tattva Chintanam, Nirnayam, all of that being done. See that? To remember all of that, किस तरह का प्रज्ञा हमारे बुद्धि में होना चाहिए. For that, how much of upasanas we have to do of the Mother Saraswati, Dakshinamurti, etc. and our gurus. Same time, as in Gita, how much we have to withdraw from Indriya Vishayas, otherwise which drain away all our Harati Prajnam or Haranti Prasavam Manaha, how that loots away the capacity of the mind, after which the mind is impotent, incapable of studying, understanding, retaining all these beautiful higher jnanas, tattva jnana. Idea na? Sab relate karo to what is in our hands, what we have to do, what we can do, an idea comes. So both of them reach to yatra tatra yatra tad brahmana aspadam. Then what? They saw that place all people are in, not good morning but bad morning. In the most pathetic, miserable condition they were. That's explained in the next 10 12 shlokas. Tato dadrushatuhu sadma swamevam siddhayoshitau अदृश्ये एव लोकस्य मंडपम ब्राह्मणास्पदम. So tatah dadrushatu swadma, tatah they having entered, dadrushatu seen, sadma that house, some evam siddha yoshitau. So these two siddha stris, see siddha darshana kathanam is that siddha stris, they have entered that house. Adrushye eva lokasya mandapam brahmana aspadam. So adrushya in a unseen form to all of them, they entered and saw the whole situation there. अदृश्य रूप में ही प्रवेश करके वो सबको देखना शुरू किए. Then how those people were, that is explained from now onwards. Chinta vidhuradasīkam बाष्पक्लिन्नाङ्गनामुखं विध्वस्तप्रायवदनं शीर्णपर्णाम्बुजोपमं. So Chinta Vidhura Dasikam. The entire Dasi Gana are in inexplicable Chinta, Dukkha. Bashpaklinna Angana Mukham, and all the Anganas, the relatives, etc. of that Brahmana and Brahmani who died. Bashpaklinna, their eyes were full of tears and they were in that Rodana crying, which we used to see some 30, 40 years. When somebody dies, everybody will cry, and that cry never ends for 3 days, 4 days. Nowadays, mother died, father died, they don't cry because the apartment wale bura mante. That I saw with my own eyes. The son telling the mother, don't cry loudly because people are watching. Hare, husband died, if not now, when will she cry? ये देखो ये इमोशंस नहीं रोकना चाहिए. All that should be vented out. हाँ, encourage them. But here they were in the tears with cry. Vidhvasta praya vadanam. The face of every one of us, vadanam, vidhvasta praya, totally pale, and no happiness, no beauty, no any joy at all. Vidhvasta, destroyed only. Shirna parna ambuja upamam, like the lotus whose petals are gone away. So generally faces are compared with petal. And a mukha kamala. But the face is compared with lotus. But the lotus without petal, it is not a flower at all. So too, their faces of lotuses were without the petals. पूरे पंखुड़े उखड़ गए हैं. Like that were the vidhvastata of the faces of all of them. So that shows the glory of that Brahmana Dampati, their relation with all of them, their mutual love. So that's how they were missing them. Therefore, Vidhvasta Prayavadanam, Shirna Parna Ambuja Upamam, compared with Shirna Parna. Shirna gone away. Parna means petals. Ambuja lotus. Then Nashtotsava Puraprayam Agasthyatamivarnavam Grishma Dagdhamivodhyanam Vidyuk Dagdhamivadrumam. See how many similes comparisons are given to explain the dire, pathetic, miserable situation, not only of the people within that house, but the entire Pura there or the village there. So, Nashta Utsava Pura Prayam. In the whole Pura, there is no Utsava at all of any sort. Word is said, sentence, you and I have to imagine what it is meant. Like every day, सुबह से शाम तक अनेक utsavas, mangalatwas, or festivities might be happening on various occasions or reasons. But because they died, there is no utsava at all anywhere. Celebration. Utsav means celebration. All celebrations, all joy giving celebrations are stopped there. Like a national leader dies. Suddenly, the 3 days the country does the mourning. In those 3 days, no utsava done anywhere. Because the संताप दिवस कहते हैं उसको, शोक दिवस. 3 दिन का शोक का प्रकट किया है. So like that, Nasta Utsava Puraprayam, Agastya Attamiva Arnava. Like Agastya Rishi consumed the entire oceanic water. There is no water at all. In that way, the whole Pura was dry and dry and dry. पानी के बिना जो सरस रहता है उस तरह से मीन्स नो लिक्विडिटी नो सैपिडिटी इज इक्वल टू नो लाइफ नो एंजॉयमेंट और सेलिब्रेशन. अगस्त्य ने समुद्र को पी लिया तो कैसा वो पूरा खाली हो गया, उस तरह वाज द होल विलेज दैट वाज सेम. सेकंड कंपैरिजन. थर्ड, ग्रीष्म दग्धमिव उद्यानम. द उद्यानवन, ब्यूटिफुल फ्लावर्स and trees and plants. When the very hot summer comes, those 10 days, 15 days, totally the heat of that Lord Sun's rays burns away even the leaves and stems and trunks also. So, Grishma Rutu mein Dagdha Udyanavana ke samana, the entire village was there. 3. Vidyuk Dagdam Ivadrumam. This is known to us. When the thunderbolt strikes the tree, how it gets burnt. You and I today living in such a world, we are the lucky ones. We have seen the non-technological age of uh, village atmosphere and all that, and highly advanced technological age also. After some 30, 40 years, nobody will be there who have seen that non-technological age of बैलगाड़ी में travel करना इत्यादि. All of that we have seen it. So here, technological age, how many scenes you can have on YouTube, wherein somewhere the shooting is done because of some cameras that are put, that the thunderbolt strikes the tree or the house, it gets burnt. So this is what Vidyut Dagda uh, Dagdam Iva Drumam. Vidyut means lightning or thunderbolt burning the tree. Nowadays, Vidyut means electricity. Dekho, Vidyut is there. Vidyut Dagdam and electricity, short circuit, how it burns the things. So it was a short circuit only for them. The demise of both Brahmana and Brahmani. उतना प्यार है उतना आजकल हम तो इतने भोगी हैं ऐसे निद्रा में रहते हैं हम खुद को ही रोग हो रहे तो भी हम परेशान नहीं होते उन दो रोग हम तो भोग करते हुए मरेंगे यार सच ए पैथेटिक बुद्धि रहित जीवन वी आर लिविंग very funny there's no word to explain only there's no emotion also comes to explain what to do but they feel that is their life without this Brahmana Dampati. Next, Vatachinnamivambodham Himadagdhamivambujam Alpasnehadasham Deepam Ivalokana Bhedanam. See, next comparison is Vatachinnamiva Ambodham. The cloud broken into pieces by the wind. है ना गीता में आता है ना छिन्नाभ्रमिव सिक्स्थ चैप्टर है ना you can see the Sharad Ritu cloud hit by the winds becomes pieces and hither and thither. So their whole house or the town is Vata Chinnam Iva Abram Ambodam. The Ambodam is cloud. Then Himadagdam Iva Ambujam. Like the lotus when the snow falls, the ओले भी गिरते हैं ना वो तो जला देते हैं उस लोटस को even the crop also, when the hailstorm happen, it burns it away. The cold, what you call, atmosphere, the coolness, it kills away all of that. So that is the example of Himadagdham Iva Ambujam. हिम से दग्ध अंबुज के समान देन अल्प स्नेह दशम दीपम like the diya as the sneha the oil is sneha means oil getting reduced खत्म हो रहा है इतना लंबा बड़ा वाला that flame slowly becomes small isn't it देखा होगा आपने कहा देखा दीप नहीं देखते आजकल हम दीप दुख में है स्वामी जी दीप नहीं देखते देखो इधर है स्लोली देखो वात अल्पवातम अल्प स्नेह दृढ़ अल्प स्नेह दशम Alpa means reduced, Sneha means oil, Dasha means position of the Deepam. Iva Alokana Bhedanam was that way not pleasing to the eye at all to see. How many examples are given to be compare to explain, describe the situation there? And, there were those villages those days. You can see the chief of the village or any munsip or वहाँ के पंडित जी या पुजारी जी चले तो जाना पड़ता है सबको they used to feel that dukkha for 3 4 5 days that was the bondage there between the hearts of the human beings अभी तो पॉकेट बॉन्डेज है बस पैसे जिसके पास है जब तक है वो मेरा दोस्त सब पैसे लूट लिया उसका आई नो हिम ऑल्सो वेरी फनी ओके Now, next one. Asanna mrityu karuna kula vaktra kanti samshirna jirna taruparna vanopamanam vrushti vyapaya paridhusara desharuksham jatam gruheshwara viyogahatam gruham tatu. तो गृहेश्वर वियोगहतम तत्गृहम जातम जातम मीन्स appearing तत्गृह मीन्स that house Which house? Gruheshwara Viyoga Hatam. Gruha Ishvara, the Gruha Yajamani, the Brahmana, Viyoga, he died because of his death. The whole beauty of that house as well as the entire village is Hatam only. So, Gruheshwara Viyoga Hatam, Gruham, in this way, Jatam, it is seen like this. All the descriptions above it. And in this shloka, Asanna Mrutyu Karuna Kula Vaktra Kanti. See, Asanna Mrutyu. Karuna Akula Vaktra Kanti. Like somebody approached to death. See his face, how it looks like. है ना? Some people can read it. ओ किसी के जीवन में मृत्यु आ गए तो चेहरे पे दिखता है वो प्रेत कला बोलते हैं उसको मृत्यु कला और दोज डेज नॉट लाइक टुडे कि मरने के बाद भी हॉस्पिटल में 10 दिन रख के पैसे देते हैं दे नेवर हैड ऑल दैट दे नो इट्स अ क्वेश्चन ऑफ फ्यू आवर्स आर फ्यू days that's it because there's no treatment to that disease so asanna mrityu karuna akula vaktra kanti how the kanti of the face filled with all karuna and akulata when the mrityu arrives the whole village was like that. Is any disruption or gap in the live video stream? एक message डाल दो because in my instrument I think the problem with the instrument. So asana mrityu karuna akula vaktra kanti. Then samshirna jeerna taru parna vanopamanam. The whole village was like a vana. Which vana? That vana in which all the trees and of every tree, all the trunks and branches as well as leaves are jeerna, totally dried up. है ना? Sometimes you can see that. Hmm. You can see in good old days कोई सिनेमा में वगैरह हमको दिखाते थे ना whole village is full of trees all the trees are fully dried up all leaves are dried and fallen branches are dried and fallen showing the anavrushti there the famine etc so this village was like that na samyak shirna jeerna taru parna vana upamanam then वृष्टि व्यपाय परिधूसर देश रोक्षम वृष्टि व्यपाय rainless paridhusara full of the dust and dryness desha the place ruksham dried up so rainless place how it gets dried up like that this whole village matlab kya hai the brahmani were like the rains to them they were like the life in the tree etc to them इस तरह हमको समझना है उसको Then this is how Gruheshwara Viyogahatam Tad Gruham. In the absence of those Brahmana Brahmani, the whole house and the people and the town village was like that. 3 examples were given. Then what happened? Atasa nirmala jnana chirabhyasena sundari sampanna satya sankalpa satya kama cha devavatu. In the meantime, by now, this Sundari Leela, sa Leela nirmala jnana chira abhyasena. Because of the abhyasa for long time of that nirmala jnanam received from Mother Saraswati, that Sundari, Sampanna, she became rich. In what? Satya Sankalpa, Satya Kama. She became Satya Sankalpa and she became Satya Kama, Devavata, like a Devata only. Underline that point. Leela has become like Devata, powerful for becoming that Satya Sankalpa and Satya Kama. So whatever Kamana she does, whatever Sankalpa she does, it becomes fulfilled. To that level, she has evolved. Yoga Siddhi कहते हैं उसको. She has achieved it. So सा निर्मल ज्ञानचर अभ्यासेन सा सुंदरी संपन्ना सत्य संकल्पा अभूव देववतु बभूव. Therefore, what did she do? Chintayamasa, Chintayamasa mam ete devim che mam swabandhavah pashyantu tavat samanya lalana rupa dharinim. Chintayamasa. She did the sankalpa. What is it? Mam, mujhe, devim, to the Saraswati also, ete cha imam swabandhavaha. All these my relatives of my earlier life as Brahmani, let they all of them pashyantu. और मुझे सरस्वती जी को let all of them see. With this sankalpa tavat samanya lalana rupa dharinim. Both of them took the samanya lalana means three rupa, seeable to them. They appeared there. So till that time they were in the unseeable form. Adrushya Rupena, they were there. Now, with her Sankalpa, she took the Drushya Rupa like a Lalana Rupa Dharinim, Samanya Lalana, an ordinary women folk Rupa, both of them took to be able to be seen by all the people there inside and outside. Tato Gruhajanastatra Sandadarshanganadvayam Lakshmi Gauryor Yugamiva Samudbhasita Mandiram. Tataha, thereafter, Tatra, there, Grahajanaha, all the people inside that Graha, Samyak Dadarsha Angana Dvayam, both women folk, they have seen all of them. How they were Lakshmi Gauriyoho Yugam Iva, like the jodi of Lakshmi and Gauri. Actually, she is Saraswati, but she looking like Gauri and she is Lakshmi. So Lakshmir Gauriyor Yugamiva. Yuga means Jodi Ketara. They were seen by all of them. Samudbhasita Mandiram. Their divine presence has given glow to the entire Mandira, the house where all this is happening. Samyak Ut Bhasita Mandiram. Samyak greatly, Ut highly, Bhasita brightened, Mandira the house. So they appeared in a Samani Yavate Rupa with all that resplendence and divinity illuminating the entire place. Okay. Tato Grahajanaha Tatra Sandadarsha Anganadvayam Lakshmi Gauryor Yugamiva Samudbhasita Mandiram Apada Vividhamlana Mala Vasana Sundaram Vasanta Lakshmo Ryugalam Iva Modita Kananam. See? Apada Vividha Amlana Mala Vasana Sundaram. Both of them were apada, up to the feet level. Vividha, different. Amlana. Mlana means जो flowers fade होते हैं. Amlana means non-faded. Mlana rahita. Mala, flowers से बना हुआ माला वसन सुंदरम. So their whole sharira, all of that is covered with a beautiful non-fading flowers and garlands. Garlands made of non-fading flowers. So apada vividha amlana mala vasana sundara. That's why seeing them they thought they are Vanadevi. Because sare phool malaon se they came decorated. No, they appeared like that. Sundara pula, very fresh, fragrant, and non-fading flowers. Then how they were Vasanta Lakshmi or Yugalam Iva Amodita Kananam. है Like Amodita means giving all Moda Ananda to the Kananam, the forest. Who? The Vasanta Lakshmi. Then the Vasanta Rutu comes. How the entire Kanana becomes happy. So their house is like a Kanana. Each of them are like trees and animals suffering the heat, etc. The moment the Vasanta Lakshmi came, they are like Vasanta and Lakshmi, or Vasanta Lakshmi, both of them. They were all in that. Some hope in them came. When the Vasanta Rutu comes, the hope comes like that. So Vasanta Lakshmi or Yugalamiva Amodita Kananam. Then comparison देखो इतने सारे. How the situation of that place was told with so many examples. When these two appeared, how it felt for all of them. That also explained with so many examples. One is they are like Pulamalas, unfaded throughout the body. Their arrival is like Vasanta Lakshmi to a forest, to giving Amoda Ananda. Then Sarva Aushadi Vanagramam Purayantyau Rasayanahi. So they are Sarva Aushadi Rasayana, which is filling the entire Vanagrama. Sarva Aushadi Vanagramam Purayantyau Rasayanaihi. Aina Rasayana, see, like the Vasanta Ritu comes, it gives the entire trees of the forest with the Rasayana, the Vasanta Ritu, with which trees become so happy. That's how they give flowers and fruits. तो इनका आगमन भी ऐसा ही था. सर्व औषधि वनग्रामम. So the Vasanta Ritu is like the Aushadhi and Rasayana giving joy to the trees. It was like that. Then Shitalahlada Sukhadam Chandradvayam iva Uditam. So Shitala, cool, Ahlada, giving pleasantness, Sukhadam, giving happiness also. Like what? Chandradvayam iva Uditam, like two moons at a time rising. These two were like two Chandra. A poet's poetry giving a chance for us to imagine with our mind and using mind's capacity of imagination for these positive things rather than imaginations for the useless bhoga, etc. अच्छा है ना? So their coming is like two moons rising at one time, giving the ahlada, giving the shitalata, giving the sukha, giving the rasayana, giving the amoda like a Vasanta Lakshmi only. Wonderful description. That's why I said we'll chant it also and see. There's not much Vedanta and Tattva there, but still we are thinking about Mother Saraswati and that Siddha Sthita Leela Devi. She is also not less now. Already told Devata Iva Devavat करके कह दिया. She is also evolved to the Devata स्थिति. So उनका ही वर्णन हो रहा है ना, तो ये भी उपासना ही है. That's why need not miss anything. Krishna Vasudeva, then Lambalaka Latalola Lochanali Vilokanai. How cute, how wonderful is the description. Lamba, long, Alaka are their hairs. They are like the Lata creepers. And from that hair between these eyes are now, they are like the Ali, the Bhavara, with the Brahmara like eyes hiding behind the creeper like huge long hair. They were looking at them, and with those looks only, they were pleasing all of them. Kirat Kuvalayon Mishra Malati Kusumotkaranu. And Malati Kusumotkara, like the Malati plant when the wind blows, how it just leaves that flowers and that falling of the flowers, how joyful it is. Their looks at each one of them were like that. Varnana. Dhruta Hemarasa Pura Sarit Sarana Harina Deha Prabha Pravahena Kanaki Kruta Kananam. See, Dhruta Hemarasa Apura Sarit Sarana Harina. So their presence is like the Hemarasa only of a Sarita, a river having the golden type of water. Is their presence there? Deha Prabha Pravahena, because of the Pravaha of their Deha Prabha, Kanaki Kruta Kananam, the entire forest is made golden. Means they are made the whole place which was dry, whole place which was so miserable, they brought life to them. That's the meaning. Then Sahajaya Vapur Lakshmya Leela Dola Vilasinaha Ta Ete Chatarangadhya Lijalavanyavaridehe. देखो Sahajaya Vapur Lakshmya. By their Sahaja Lakshmi Vapu, with their natural, most beautiful dehas, Leela Dola Vilasinaha. With Leela, they were moving there, shaking their hand, maybe waving the hand to them, looking at them. Ta etecha tarangadhya Nija Lavanya Varidehe. See, their own Lavanyata is like a Varidhi. Their movements and gestures were like the Taranga. So they came, they are walking, they may waving hand, they're looking at them, all those various gestures. You can see some VVIPs when they come, public come to see them. वो एक हाथ से ऐसे करेंगे, जब थक जाते हैं तो दूसरे हाथ से करेंगे, उसके बाद दोनों हाथ से करेंगे, फिर दूसरों को कहेंगे यार तो कुछ देर तुम करो. Isn't it? So they were giving that solace, comfort to them with their presence. Waving the hand. Now I am seeing today is 22, 4 दिन के बाद 26 जनवरी होगा, रिपब्लिक डे है ना. दिस टाइम द प्रेसिडेंट हैव सीन मीन्स दिस प्रेसिडेंट थोड़ा वो कुछ समय बीच में हाथ नीचे कर लेते हैं. अदर सो मेनी कंटिजेंट्स कमिंग, ऐसा हाथ करे 4 घंटे, इट विल नॉट कम डाउन. Isn't it? That's why our Hindus are intelligent. They put namaskar like this. इस नमस्कार वहां में 4 घंटे भी रहो, कोई दर्द नहीं होता, because your hands have support of your, your stomach and all. but ठीक तरह. अब ऐसा रखो तो it is very painful. Who told you to do like that? आएगा तो मारूंगा मैं. Not like this is best. So they were like that. Vilola bahulatika yugena rudapanina kiran nava navam haimam kalpa vrukshalatanam. देखो how nice varnana कि vilola bahulatika. Their hands were like latikas, means creepers. Vilola, they're so flexible and moving. Yugena, Jodi. Arunapanina, with the hand having the Aruna Varna, the reddish hands. That also is seen by Vasishthaji. He is describing them. Kiran Nava Navam Haimam Kalpa Vruksha Latavanam. You know, the Latavanam having all the vrukshas of Kalpa Vruksha, they are, Kiran means they are spreading or shedding the Navanavam Haimam. You are in a vana which is full of vrukshas, which are kalpa vrukshas, and which are capable of shedding or raining, let us say, like flowers, the gold only. Here, gold means the precious, valuable. आजकल गोल्ड का नाम ही नहीं लेना, सिल्वर का भी 1.5 लाख 2 लाख 3 लाख हो गया बोल रहे. आई डोंट नो व्हाट इट मीन्स. पर सब कुछ परमात्मा. देन both sweet description. पादैरमृदिताम्लान पुष्पकोमलपल्लवैः स्थलाब्जदलमालाभैः अस्पृशद्भूतलं पुनः. So I think they were in the space. Slowly, they came in the Adrushya Rupa. They took the Rupa. Their description is going on. Slowly they are touching the ground. So Padaihi, their feet are described. Amrudita Amlana Pushpa Komala Pallavai. How to explain this in which language? Amrudita ante means what? That which have not become fully ripened dried leaves. Amlana means not faded. Amrudita Amlana Pushpa Komala Pallavai. Like Pushpas and Pallavas. Pushpa is flowers. Pallava is leaves, tender. So tender flowers and tender leaves. Not the flowers which are blossomed 3 days back. है ना, 3 दिन पहले जो पुष्प खिलता है, 3 दिन के बाद हाउ इट लुक्स ओल्ड हो गया हो, बट टुडे ओनली blossomed. How fresh it is. That is called Amrudita Amlana Pushpa Komala Pallavaihi Padaihi Sthala Abjadala Malabhaihi. है ना, Sthalabjadala Malabhaihi means their whole expression is Abjadala Mala. The lotus petals से बना हुआ माला की तरह. Asprushad Bhutalam Punaha. They touched the earth. Either they were already standing or they landed. भूतल को स्पर्श करके और नीचे उतर गए. दन्ताळीतमालखण्डानां शुष्काणां शुचिशोचिषाम् आलोकनामृतेनैकैर्जनयद्बालपल्लवान्. व्हाट अ ब्यूटीफुल क्यूट एक्सप्लेनेशन ना. इसलिए कहते हैं कभी कभी पोएटिक माइंड में होना है टू एंजॉय दिस डिस्क्रिप्शन ऑफ द सगुण परमात्मा दिव्यता सुंदरता which also gives an आह्लाद inside. Any day, anyway, highest is Aham Brahmasmi only. Nothing can be in comparison with that. But sometimes at the Vyavahara level. Now, so Tali Tamala Khandanam Shushkanam Shuchi Shvachisham. So Tali and Tamala Khandas which have become Shushka and Shushochita. Then see these all people are like the dried trees, etc. Then these two women, with their looks only, filled the Amrita in them, and because of which the dried trees, when they are watered, as the tender leaves start coming, that's what the description. Alokana Amrutena Amrutani Amruta Anekaihi. Alokana Amruta Anekaihi, by their nectarine looks only, Janayat, they have generated Bala Pallavan, the very tender leaves. मतलब कोई पेड़ सूख गए हो, पानी डालते हैं तो उसको टेंडर लीव्स आते हैं. यू हैव सीन दैट, यू हैव एंजॉयड इट. बचपन में ये सब किया होगा ना, कोई ना कोई ऐसे डाली कुछ लगाया पेड़, then it appeared to be dried only, then you with faith out watered it. After 5 6 days, from one of the place when small tender leaf comes, how joyful it was. I too enjoyed that, Baba. The coming of the bud blossoming, so tender leaves coming. Oh, bas un din ka alag hi aanand. So that's the explanation. They're all like dried trees standing, no water. These both mothers, with their looks like that of Amrita, created the Bala Pallava in them. Means उन्हें जान आ गया. That's the meaning. सूख रहा पेड़ को पानी डालो, जान आएगा. That shows that जान through those small tender leaves, branches, etc. See the description there. Wow, very enchanting. One side, the height of Brahma Vidya, Brahma Jnana is given. Other side, Vaashishthaji's, the poetic description. Such a great sage, Brahma Manasa Jivan Mukta, and such a long time, the Vaashishthaji is there, one of the Sapta Rishis. All the time is there, even now is there. तो फिर उनका ज्ञान का उनका क्या स्थिति होगा. So this is a description so beautiful. Then, having seen them, the whole people that are there inside that house did pranams to them, led by the eldest son of that Brahmana. His name is Jyeshta Sharma. Namostu Vanadevibhyam iti uktva kusumanjalim tatyaja Jyeshta Sharma sardam Gurhajanena saha. Namostu Vanadevibhyam iti. Salutations to the Vanadevis. Iti uktva. Having said like that, Kusumanjalim Tatyaja, the flowers are offered. Jyeshta Sharmatha. His name is Jyeshta Sharma and he is the Jyeshta Putra also of that Brahmana. Sardam Gurhajanenasa, along with all the other people who are there. So they just received them by offering the flowers. That's a Kusumanjali. कोई भी घर आते हैं तो they are the Vanadevatas, they are looking like Kusumanjali. Then Papata Padayor Gehe Tayor Vai Kusumanjali Pralaya Sikarasaraha Padminyaiva Padmayoho. When the flowers were offered, they fell on their feet, on their body, and everywhere else, like the droplets of the snow falling on the lotus petal. So their feet were like lotus petal, the flowers were falling like the drops of that snow. Varnana hai wo. So beautiful. Then Jyeshta Sharma Adaya Uchuhu. Then Jyeshta Sharma led, and all of them also said, what? Jayatam Vanadevyau no Dukhanasharthamagate Prayah Para Paritranam Eva Karma Nijam Satam Jayatam Vanadevyau Naha. Jayatam Vanadevyau. Vanadevyau ko Jayakar ho, Jay ho. So they did Jayakar to both of them. Naha dukkha nashartham agate. You have come to destroy our dukkha. Prayaha, generally, paraparitranameva. Protecting, saving others alone is the karma nijam satam. So satam nijam karma. Of the Satpurushas, the only project, only activity, only karma duty is paraparitranam, protecting others. So protecting others, helping others is the only karma of Sat Purushas. You are like that Sat great Purushas. You have come for the destruction of our dukkha. Jayatam, Jaya to you. In this way, both of them were praised, saluted by Jeshta Sharma, etc. Iti tadvajanante te devya vuchaturatarat. Iti tadvachana ante. Other words of respect he might have spoken. Having heard all of that, te devyaha uchatuhu adarat. Both the Devis also, out of love, compassion, they responded, spoke. Akhyata dukkham yenayam lakshate dukkhito janaha. Akhyata, please tell. Hmm? Dukkham akhyata. Tell about your dukkha. Yena, because of which I am janaha dukkhitaha lakshate. What problem, difficulty has come to you, because of which I see all of you are miserable. Tell what is your dukkha. Thus, when they asked, both of them, now Jeshta Sharma Adi will explain about the demise of mother father, and that also he explains in some 15-20 slokas. Then please bless us. Then the mother touches, with that only the dukkha goes away. Then the Rama Vasishta Samvada. Tomorrow we'll see that. I too really enjoyed this description of those both Devis, etc. Thank you. Continue tomorrow. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं बोल श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय, वशिष्ठ भगवान की जय, सरस्वती मैया की जय, लीला मैया की जय, सब संतन की जय. थैंक यू. पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं. शांति शांति शांति. Come for our next text. What is it? Vakya Vritti for some time.